What's going on, YouTube? Today I have a Samsung Galaxy Tab 3. Decided to make this video due to this device having a battery issue, and the only way I can confirm this is because after charging the device but after charging it to 100% and reaching the 100%, and shortly after disconnecting it, it goes from 100 to 80 real quick, from 80% to 50%, and then from 50% to dead. This usually happens in a matter of minutes, 15, maybe 20 minutes. The battery on these usually give or take maybe 4 or 5 hours, maybe 3 hours with usage, or depending on the brightness you have on it. So those all have a factor to play in it, but in this case it was on the lowest setting of brightness, and the battery still died. So when this happens, like I said, it's definitely a battery issue. Now right here I have a battery. This is an original battery. Have one lying around. You can get these batteries online. Just simply go to Google, type in your model number. If you don't know where your model number is at, it should say on the back model. In my case, it says model SM-210R. It's a little small, so you're gonna, depending on your vision, you might have a little trouble reading it, but in my case it's legible, readable. But anywho, that's how you get your battery. Also, when buying your battery online, it should come with one of these tools. Now these aren't the best tools in the world, but these should get the job done. Yeah, it's good enough to get the job done. Now, like I said, I have my own tools here. Like I'm using these because, like I said, the goal is to use something plastic. You want to try to avoid using anything metal, due to when you remove the back cover, it's right next to the screen. If you use anything metal with a little bit of pressure, you're gonna crack the screen. Once you crack the screen, that's a different story. So like I said, be extra careful. This requires patience. Now before you start, make sure the device is powered off. Once it's off, and then remove any SIM cards or SD cards from the sides. If you have them, take them out before you start, because to remove the back cover, it's gonna push it back, and if you have it installed or have it still in there, you're more than likely to break your SD card, and that's a different problem. But anywho, now to get the back cover off, you gotta put a pry tool in it, just like that. And you can hear it clip off. And the main key here is to get it from one side. Just get it loosened up. Now don't go all the way around, because on these corners it's really tight, so you're gonna have a hard time there. So the goal is just to loosen it up on the sides. Once you have it loosened up on the sides, it should then come off easily. Like I said, don't go all the way, because it's gonna be tough taking it off. See, like I said, it should just come off on the side on its own, or with less pressure compared to trying to force your way around completely. Whoa, bad boy still on. Anywho, since I got the cover off, I'm trying to get a good angle on it. I mean, once you get it off, it should come off just like that. There's no cables attached to it, so it's not a big problem. If your device is on, which in my case it did come on, there should be 3 buttons. 1, 2, 3. These are the volume buttons, and this is the power button. You can just simply hold this down. To power off. Like I said, make sure the device is powered off before you start. Since I had that little accident that it turned on, just wait till it's off. Now once it's confirmed that it is off, as you can see, the cable is right here, the connection is here, and you have 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws. Now these are the only screws that you need to take off or remove. These are Phillips head screws. It should come included with that little packet that I showed you. If not, then you're gonna have to get a little micro screwdriver. Now this battery is not held on by any glue or whatsoever, so just simply remove the screw. The battery should pop off. Now to remove this connector, don't use anything metal. Like I said, since it's connected, you can get a shock. To avoid that, just simply lift it up by the cable. Now these cables is since the battery's already messed up, so it's no big problem messing the cable up, since you're gonna replace the battery anyways. And let me try to get a better view, if I can get it in the right camera angle here, using a GoPro here. Now try to remember where you put your screws at. I know some of y'all folks out there might have a little bit of trouble remembering where they're at. It's okay if you lose one. It's not a big deal. As long as you have 3 total, you should be fine. If you lose more than 2, try to find like a replacement, something that would actually hold it in there. Now to lift the battery out, you're gonna have to lift it by the cable, and just like that, it pops out. If you try to lift it from the sides, it won't come up. Just by lifting it by the cable, it'll pop out. Again, this is how it looks like with and without the battery. This is where the connector is at, and this is where the battery goes in. So now once you have your battery out, and there we go, drop in the battery. Same thing, vice versa. There's only one way the battery goes, so you can't go wrong. Place it in, screw it in. There you go. Like I said, replacing the battery ain't out of this world. It just requires patience. You can get it done in 30 minutes. It could take a little bit over an hour, but like I said, I'm a little bit more experienced, so it takes me less than that. But once you got your screws confirmed, like I said, simply by popping the connector in, just like this. And for some of you guys out there, if you haven't tested your battery already, like I said, this is where the power button's at. Simply by holding that down, and to check if the battery holds a charge, because I would hate to be installing a battery where the battery's not working at all and having to retake everything off. And like I said, you know, once the cover's off, it's a real hassle due to breaking the screen. So like I said, just to avoid that, just test your battery out, leave it charged, and if everything works out, then proceed with putting the back cover on. To put the back cover on, I would recommend starting from the bottom, that way, because this is where the charging port is. You don't want to mess with the charging port. And then start from the top. You can hear it clip in. Then there you go, just clip it in from the sides. There you go. You can hear it clipping. Once it clips, you're good. If it's not, if you don't hear no clip, then something's gone wrong. But yeah, once you have everything confirmed, everything checked, power on the device. Like in my case, I swapped the battery out. Device is working just fine. If you guys got this job done without cracking your screen, well done. For you gentlemen out there, a beer well deserved for the job well done. For you boys out there, you deserve an ice cream cone. For you ladies out there, I guess a ladies' night out would be called for. but but yeah, if you guys found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. I'll get to you guys if you have any questions. If I forgot something or if I left something out, just fire away and I should get back to you.